Hey, Chris.
Hey, baby.
See, I said hey, baby, last time. You said hey, Sean.
I know. Hey,
Yeah.
Sean.
What are you doing?
We're at Old Crow
You're
Cemetery.
supposed to say we're talking paranormal.
Yes, we are going to be talking paranormal at Old Crow Cemetery. So this is the one that Sean's mentioned a few times. It's kind of
Yeah.
remote.
Back there is a bunch of gravestones that are pretty creepy.
We should be okay to record because not many people come up in here. So
Yeah. Anyway,
we should be good.
you might hear a train pass by or whatnot because we're really not that far from railroad tracks, which they say could be a source of energy for
Ghosts.
spirits.
And
So-
we might encounter some noises and things. We
So-
are in a cemetery right now.
Can I speak, please? So keep your ears open for EVPs.
Oh yeah, EVPs could happen.
And we're really not that far from the Little Red River either.
No, and water is an energy source.
And there's quartz all through Arkansas.
Yes. Which we were just talking about it. I want to go back to the Ron Coleman up near Hot Springs and go quartz crystal digging again.
Yeah, well,
It's kind of neat.
we don't care what you want.
Shut up.
Anyway.
Yeah, $10 you can get as many crystals as you can find for the day. So
Yeah, well,
not
anyway.
bad.
So this is actually kind of a spooky area.
Yeah, it is pretty spooky out
And-
here. And back in this area, if y'all can see where I'm pointing, is where Sean went out there. I don't really like the creepy crawlies, snakes, ticks, lizards, all the creepy crawlies. So he went out there and he can tell you about it, but
Well,
it's creepy.
We're about to have a train come passing by because I can hear the whistle blowing.
Yeah, hear the train coming.
I can hear the train a coming.
Anyway, you want
Coming
to tell
round the bend. I don't know what to really say about it. It's just the front part of the cemetery is well kept and everything, and they're still burying people out there. But the back part, which is back that way,
Yes.
you don't have to copy me. It's back that way.
Yeah.
Is there? If you can see all the trees and stuff back there, there's probably 50 to 100 graves back there. At least marked graves. There's no telling how many unmarked are
Unmarked
back
are out there.
there.
Yeah, it's very old. I've heard a lot about this cemetery and some of the hauntings and stuff, but I can't prove it. It's just all what I've heard and hearsay about hauntings out here. But
Yeah.
I think if a lot of people have talked about it being haunted or seen or encountered things, there's got to be something to it. So definitely, I'd like to see or hear something sometime. Would be kind of neat. But
Yeah.
I should have brought me some of my stones today for some protection since we're out here in the cemetery. But
Yeah. I like the sound of the train.
I always just say a little prayer and stuff when we leave.
Why did you make a driving motion?
And I didn't.
He said,
I just move my hands
you
when I
said-
talk.
I say a little prayer.
Anyway, what are we going to talk about today?
I
Because
don't
we
know.
always talk about all kinds of stuff paranormal. So,
I don't know.
I wonder though. I don't know if this will be that great for Bigfoot out here because there are a few little homes over on this side of the road over there in front of the cemetery, and with a train constantly coming down through here, I'm not sure about Bigfoot.
I don't know. We talk a little bit about Bigfoot every episode. We need to be talking about other stuff.
Yeah, I know. Well, I think definitely spirits would be out here. That wouldn't bother them too much. So,
Like I said, train tracks are a source of energy for because the
frequency or something?
well, that and if you think about it, the train engines are electro diesel engines. They
Huh.
they have a diesel. I don't know how. I'm not going to sit here and tell you I'm a train expert, but part of their primary power is the generators
Huh.
to run the power, like the engine of the
Yeah.
train. So you got that electricity running through the engine, and of course it's gonna. The tracks are not electrified or
Right.
anything, but you got all that power running over
Off the
track.
train through the tracks.
You got all that power running on the tracks.
Yeah.
There's a lot of electricity running through the engines and stuff, so you got a lot of frequency going through them tracks.
There is a little swamp down past, like going down this hill from the other end of the cemetery. A little swamp down in there too.
It just, I don't know, I get an eerie feeling out here.
It is pretty eerie out here. It's a pretty day though, definitely pretty. It got up to 75 finally. It's chilly this morning.
But
yeah, very nice.
I wish I could.
You know how you were talking about trains though, and all that the energy and stuff that it produces, and I never thought about it because I didn't know that until you mentioned that. I didn't know that about trains and spirits. But in Kentucky, they talk about the Goatman is supposed to live under that train bridge.
Yeah.
And all those teenagers that have died on that train bridge that have gone up there trying to look for the Goatman, would there be a tie between the train and the energy from the train, and it goes over a little creek and there's water?
Very well could be. It might not necessarily be a goat man. It might be some sort of spirit
or demon.
Could be demonic, because a lot of times like the devil is depicted as a goat-looking figure.
Exactly, and he can change forms, and so can demons.
I hate goats.
Hey, we've got goats, thank you.
I hate goats.
My goats are sweet.
Okay.
Although they do try to get up on their hind legs and box me when they're ready for their food. They're like, with their hooves, like, I'm like, okay, I'm getting your food.
Anyway.
But anyway, yeah, I just wondered that about the goat man, because since you were mentioning about the train, this is giving me chills being out here talking about the goat man and being in the cemetery. Woo! But, all these teenagers, like, it's gone around that town in Kentucky about the goat man.
I was about to use my phone, but I can't use my phone right now.
Oh.
Because
here, use mine.
I got this.
Okay.
But
anyway, like the goat man. So it went around this town. All these teenagers try to go out there and see it, but something bad always happens because they climb up on the train.
But they get up on the train
Yeah,
trestle and about halfway across.
Yeah, it's because it's an active train track still. I must mention that too. This train bridge over this creek in Kentucky is still an active train bridge, so a train actually uses it and goes over it. But these teenagers have been lured up there because they're so curious and they want to find this goat man. But I'm wondering if it could be some kind of
Kentucky?
Yeah, it's in Kentucky.
Because there's a Goatman Bridge in Texas too.
No, this is Kentucky.
Okay. All right.
I've seen
the Pope Lick.
Yeah. Pope Lick.
Okay, Pope Lick Goatman, or Kentucky Goatman, is a legendary half-man, half-goat creature haunting the Norfolk Southern Railway trestle over Pope Lick Creek in Louisville, Kentucky, originating in the 1950s. Myths suggest it is circus escapee or a transformed farmer who uses hypnosis or voice mimicry to lure people to their death on the tracks. It's a bell. You're hearing a bell.
Okay, because I was like, I hear something out there. It's creeping me out a little bit. Are you sure?
Oh, he's driving a post.
Oh, okay. I was like, oh my goodness, there's something out there by the old part of the cemetery. It's freaking me out.
Okay, we were talking about the Goatman of Kentucky, but there's also a Goatman of Texas.
Oh.
The old Alton Bridge, or Goatman's Bridge, is a historic 1884 iron truss bridge in Denton, Texas, connecting Denton and Copper Canyon.
See, just like the Poplick one.
Yeah. Famous for the paranormal legends, particularly the Goatman, a vengeful spirit of a murdered goat farmer. It is a popular spot for ghost hunters and is open to pedestrians. So with that one, I believe that he was a black man that was a goat farmer.
Yeah.
And what
He was
happened,
killed?
he was lynched to death.
Okay.
He was lynched and I guess hung from the bridge. And now
Makes my neck hurt.
now he haunts the bridge and taking his vengeance on people to come by.
But isn't that crazy though? That it's two different locations, two different states, but they're both old trestle train bridges that are still active near water.
Yeah.
And that goes back to water being this energy conductor, and then what you were saying about the trains and the energy. Could that be something that attracts these negative spirits or demons, whatever they are, to be in those areas?
Very
And that
well.
maybe the teenagers are seeing something, or they're hypnotized by it, because they would climb onto this train trestle and try looking for it, and then all of a sudden it's like they're under hypnosis or they can't move, and then this train comes and they either get hit, run over, which is just, I mean, just horrible to me, the thought of that, or they jump off, fell off the side, and they still die. Like, it's just tragic if you look at the cases of the teenagers
you
killed.
know what's crazy though? You got the Goatman in Louisville, Kentucky.
Yeah.
You know what else is in Louisville, Kentucky?
The old
Waverly
Hills Sanatorium is in Kentucky,
which
too.
is very, very haunted.
Is that close to Louisville?
It says Parale, Paralee Drive, Louisville, Kentucky. Then I think there's one other big haunted place. Keep talking, I'm looking.
Okay. But, yeah, and I've seen about the Poplick one. I've seen some really good documentaries and on TV. I think one was on that Monstrous Mysteries in America.
It's a cow.
Okay. I'm like freaked out bad out here, guys. I mean,
so another place in Kentucky that is haunted is, this is in Wilder, Kentucky. They've tore down the building and they've been going about rebuilding, but it's Bobby Mackeys.
Oh.
Do you know about Bobby Mackeys?
No, nuh-uh.
So Bobby Mackey was a singer. It is built back same year you were born, 78.
Okay.
Or the nightclub was founded the most haunted nightclub in America, founded in 1978. It is also known as the Gateway to Hell.
Oh gosh, that's awful.
See, people that are listening know about Bobby Mack. Most of them probably know about Bobby Mackeys. I'm looking.
Okay. You know, I'm thinking there's something to some of these locations, though, and it goes back to some of what Angelia was saying about water and energy and a lot of these different places. Arkansas is a hotbed because of our quartz crystal and waters and cave systems. But did you know that that whole area, like Kentucky, Tennessee, um, Virginia, and that North Carolina and all that, right on the Appalachians. Did you know that it's the largest underground cave system in North America? That they have the most caves in North America, running all up underneath there. So tell me there's not something to some of this and some of the sightings and the hauntings. You know it?
Yeah.
It's got to be something to it.
Sorry, everyone.
He's looking for something, but yeah, I saw that too on a. Oh yeah, it was one of Nomad's videos. You can see some of his videos on Facebook, but he was talking about the Appalachians and how haunted the whole Appalachian mountain range is, and all the underground cave systems from Kentucky, Tennessee, all that area right there. Well, then you get into Arkansas, our state, and we've got a hotbed of energy here too because of the caves and the water and the quartz crystal and bauxite and all of that underneath the ground, all the energy source. So there's something too, like, I think this whole area, you know, us and the whole Appalachians, but some of ours, we've got the Ozark mountain range, and then they've got the whole big Appalachian mountain range, which is the biggest in the country, you know, and all the underground cave systems in the country. So there's something to that for sure. So
I'm finding stuff.
While you're looking that up, I'm going to be brave enough to walk as far as I will allow myself to go to the old part of the cemetery over here, and you guys can watch on the camera.
While you do that, I'm going to read on this.
Okay.
It's called The Legends and Lore of Bobby Mackeys Music World.
Okay.
It's from the Cincinnati Ghost webpage. So.
Okay.
Alright.
I'm going to walk down here while he's doing that as far as I'll allow myself to go, because I'm a bit scared to go further than, and not just because of spirits and ghosts, but the creepy crawlies. So maybe y'all might see something or hear something when I go back here.
So this comes from Cincinnati Ghost. It's a web page. I'll hold it up so maybe y'all can see it. So there you go. On a cold January day in 1896, a music student stepped off a train. Her name was Pearl Bryan. She arrived. Pearl came into town to meet Scott Jackson, a dental student who she believed loved her. She was 5 months pregnant. What happened next has been debated for over a century. Jackson and his roommate Alonzo claimed they were helping Pearl arrange a quiet abortion. Others said they planned her death from the beginning.
Hey guys, can you see me? I'm okay right now.
But one detail is certain: Pearl Bryan was still alive when they cut her head off. Her decapitated body was found in the woods near Fort Thomas, Kentucky. Her neck severed at the fifth vertebrae, but nobody had ever found her head. In fact, they could only identify the body because of the custom shoes that she wore. Nobody knows what happened to Pearl's head. The ghost The story goes that the killer threw it down into the old slaughterhouse's well, the same one that remained beneath the floor of Bobby Mackeys. So Bobby Mackeys, it was built on the site of a slaughterhouse, where they butchered livestock and stuff, and apparently there was a well down in the in there, in the 1800s, they're not gonna have running water. They'll have a well. But anyway, they after the slaughterhouse was torn down, they built Bobby Mackeys on top of the location. So that's why the well would be underneath the floorboards of the nightclub. Uh, the slaughterhouse, here's about that. The slaughterhouse was demolished in the 1920, but curses cling to land like roots to clay. And when the roadside tavern was built there, violence followed. Gambling, bootlegging, gangster executions, bodies dumped off site to avoid suspicion. In '33, a local businessman named E.A. Brady bought the property and turned it into a casino. His casino was vandalized, patrons were beaten, his life spiraled into fear, and in '65, Brady died by suicide on the property. The nightclub changed hands again in the late '60s. Allegedly, the new owner had a daughter, Joanna, a beautiful dancer with raven hair. She fell in love with the singer at the club, Robert Randall, and became pregnant. Her father forbade the relationship. When she refused to give up the baby, her father used his criminal ties to have Randall killed. Grief drove Joanna to madness. One night she smeared crimson lipstick over her cheeks like theatrical mask, put on her dance dress, and walked backstage. There she drank poison and died. She is 5 months pregnant, which that's crazy. Her being 5 months pregnant, and the other girl being 5 months pregnant when they both died at the location. But anyway, that's some of the stuff. We're talking about Joanna, and she was the girl that she is the daughter of one of the nightclub owners.
Oh, yeah.
And she got pregnant by Robert Randall, and her dad had criminal ties.
Huh.
And when she refused to break it off with Robert, he had Robert killed. Then she went crazy, smeared makeup all over her face, put her on her dance dress, drank poison, and died.
That's crazy.
And she was 5 months pregnant.
Oh.
But the before that, back in the 1890s, 22-year-old Pearl Bryan showed up in the area to meet this guy that she was betrothed to, and she was 5 months pregnant. She thought that she was going to have an abortion.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, Scott Jackson's dude and his roommate beheaded her.
Oh, gosh.
And there's somebody showing up.
Really? While we're doing our show?
Yeah, I know.
Well,
but anyway,
we'll just keep going. We'll see we're doing stuff, so like.
Just stop.
Anyway, it's fine.
But they died, or she died at 5 months pregnant too, beheaded, and they never found her head.
Yeah.
So
I walked back there further than I ever have, and it gets. I was gonna tell you, I've got chills. It gets cold back there.
yeah, I know.
Like the temperature just drops.
Yes.
Back there. And I was gonna ask you, do you know much about Tombstone? Like that big old one. Like if you keep going way back there, it's got multiple names on it.
I don't have a clue.
So I was wondering, with multiple names, does that mean it's like?
There's probably multiple people buried on.
Because the
that
first
location.
one was Marcia Burton, the very top. So just don't pay attention.
I'm not paying attention to anybody but you.
Yeah. But anyway, it was really interesting back there. And so we saw the swampy part when we were first coming in.
Yeah.
Going back as far as I did,
It goes around behind.
Yeah, there's like a huge swamp area down there.
Yeah, there is.
You could hear a bunch of toads croaking, which added to the creepiness.
Yeah, I've seen how long we were gone. We've gone about 30 minutes, but you know, it's weird that, you know, like Bobby Mackeys, and Waverly Hills, and Goatman Bridge
the Pope Lick.
are all fairly, as far as I know, are fairly close to each other.
So there's a hotbed going on there, which does bring up what I was saying about that whole area is included in the Appalachians, and all that has so much going on. Yeah. And the Bell Witch, that was Tennessee, and that's just right there bordering Kentucky. And the Bell Witch Cave, people have actually gone in there to like look at it and stuff, and the limestone generates so much energy, it's like crazy. So there was something to the Bell Witch,
it's kind of like the quartz around here.
Yeah, because limestone is an extreme energy conductor.
Yeah.
And her floor, they've looked at the floor of her home was limestone, Sean,
and
the Bell Witch.
If you think about it, like a lot of these prisons, the old prisons are made out of limestone.
Oh, yeah.
So.
And a lot of the old prisons are supposed to be haunted still.
Yeah,
you know?
I was trying to see my mouse. But anyway.
See her mouse?
My mouse. Anyway, I think we ought to be wrapping it up pretty soon anyway.
Well, I wanna look that up about the Bell Witch really quick and read a little about that with the, because that's around that area too.
I think the Bell Witch ought to be its own.
Oh, well, there's a lot we can talk about. This is just like a little bitty thing. Well, just a little overview for people. The Bell Witch is a famous 19th century American poltergeist legend from Adams, Tennessee.
Yeah. That's the one where General Jackson.
Yeah, General Jackson saw it. Yeah, saw the
Andrew
Bell
Jackson,
Witch.
you know.
Or Andrew Jackson.
He was a military leader and a president.
Yes, and he saw her. He was in the woods and said
he heard her.
He said he would rather deal with the British than ever run into the Bell Witch again. That's how bad it scared him, because he was at their house, at the Bell's house. He knew John Bell.
Yes.
But it's basically, this is where an invisible entity tormented John Bell and his family, and this was between 1817 and 1821. She was known as Kate. The spirit allegedly caused violent physical attacks, spoke and sang, leading to John Bell's death by suspected poisoning. So, I mean, that was just kind of like the overview, but you're supposed to be able to, in that area, see the Bell Witch Cave and her home and everything. And yeah, limestone, that's another thing, that it's a conducive energy source, just like the quartz crystal and all that. And there's a lot of caves in Tennessee too, and in Kentucky. And think about all the coal miners that used to go down in there and mine the coal and stuff.
Yeah.
You know?
Yes. It's crazy though, all this.
Mm-hmm.
How many people died in the coal mines?
Oh yeah, and think about that area just kind of being haunted too, with spirits and.
Yeah, I was watching a dog run across the field.
Oh. Anyway.
There's a big hot dog.
Okay. But anyway, I'm trying to think what I was gonna say after that.
Coal miners dying.
Yeah, the coal miners that went down there, but and even the Bible speaks of unclean spirits, meaning like ghosts and things like that are still here that walk. The unclean spirits.
There's the guy that was possessed by demons.
Yeah.
A legion of demons.
Yeah, he cast them into the pigs.
And the pigs jumped over to the cliff.
But there's hundreds of them out there, and you have to be careful.
I wonder how many people are in a legion.
I don't know, but I know there's a lot of hauntings in that area, though. And think about how many people go missing on the Appalachian Trail. Do you know that?
Oh, I know.
And there are actually people, from what I can understand, those Appalachian mountains run all the way to Maine. And there are some people that it's like, if a person were to hike and do that, just hike and just take time off from work or do a vacation, this big adventurous thing, I think it takes like 6 months, doesn't it, to complete?
Oh, I don't know.
I mean, if you started down in like where is it, South Carolina, North Carolina, if you started there where it begins and went all the way to Maine, and then there's like supposed to be like little rest areas and stuff along the way, but it's supposed to be very dangerous too.
There's a lot of serial killers that go along that trail too.
And there has been, I mean, hundreds and hundreds of missing persons along the Appalachian Trail. It's crazy, and that's where they have reports of Bigfoot, of the Mothman, of alien encounters, witchy stuff going on. Like he said, serial killers have been known to kill people around the Appalachian Trail. I mean, ghost spirits. I mean, you name it. It's a hotbed for all this paranormal stuff right there in Appalachia. So, I mean, it's just crazy to me. And then you get all that going on in Kentucky, and that's all part of it too, you know? Because you've got all that, like you said, right there close together. You had the, what'd you say it was? What was it, Mackeys?
Bobby Mackeys.
Bobby Mackeys. You had the Pope Lick, the Goatman of Pope Lick, and you had the Waverly Sanatorium all right there.
Actually, the Appalachian Trail ain't as bad as it would seem, because this is documented. And an average of about 6 people are reported missing on or along the Appalachian Trail annually.
Oh, annually over the years. Yeah.
But people also call it the AT, which is Appalachian Trail.
Yeah.
With most found within 24 to 72 hours, there have been roughly 10 to 13 documented cases of permanently disappearing or people permanently disappearing or dying on the trail since record keeping began.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I believe it. I believe there's something to all that, you know.
Anyway.
There's definitely some things going on, and I definitely wouldn't mind checking out some of those places around there that are supposedly haunted. Now, in our state, I'd really like to check out the Garden Lights, because I've always heard that was something kind of cool to see. And you're like supposed to be like walking up the track or whatever, and you'll see that mysterious light bobbing. Now, didn't Robert and Richard go and see the Garden Lights?
It wasn't the Garden Lights, it was the Danville.
Oh, okay. I thought they saw the Garden Lights, but
Might have been Garden.
But I think they had a Bigfoot encounter while they were out there at the same time.
Yeah.
they like heard something as far as like I guess like the sound it makes, and they heard like some knocking, didn't they? Tree knocks and stuff.
I don't remember what all they heard.
Yeah. Now they did see the lights, didn't they?
Yes. Which we were kind of talking about that on our episode with Robert.
Yeah.
And I've got that episode up on our page right now.
Okay. Yeah.
So, I was looking, in Arkansas there are generally over 350 to 400 active or open missing persons cases at any given time, while thousands are reported missing annually. The vast majority of the cases are resolved quickly. Recent data indicated that roughly 200 to 367 long-term or open missing persons cases in the state.
Yeah.
That's a lot of people in this state because we're not heavily populated.
Mm-mm. Now I'm curious too. The Appalachians are the biggest mountain range in North America that goes all the way up to Maine. So does that go through New Jersey? And would the Pine Barrens, where they see the
Yes.
Jersey Devil, be near that?
It should be.
Because they talk about the Pine Barrens being really a
Is it-
creepy place.
It's either that or the Smoky Mountains.
The Smoky Mountains, yeah. Well, Smoky Mountains is part of the whole Appalachian mountain range. They're just called different,
The Appalachian Mountains stretch approximately 1,500 to 250 or 2,500 miles
Yeah.
from Canada's Providence and
Oh.
Newfoundland and Labrador down to central Alabama in the United States.
Wow. Okay. Because I knew it like stretched like all the way across the east basically east through the central, I didn't know they went all the way to Canada though. That's pretty cool. So I learned something new.
I knew it should because it
Yeah.
goes up into New York.
Yeah, and I knew it like went through up to Maine.
Which, with that said, the Rocky Mountains stretch 3,000 to 3,000 miles in
wow.
total in length from northern British Columbia in Canada to New Mexico and southwest United States.
So they're both?
The Rocky Mountains are longer.
Okay. So are they bigger? I guess
They're bigger mountains anyway.
Okay. But I mean, I can just imagine that. But I know that, like on the Appalachian side, that's when they were talking about all the underground cave systems. It's supposed to be like the biggest underground cave system in our country.
I'm trying to remember what mountain it was, but I think it was Mount Magazine over around Dardanelle. But Craig and I were talking about it. It's the largest mountain peak between the Appalachians and the Rockies.
Oh, that's cool.
So that's right here, not too far from us.
Oh, wow. I ought to check that out. And then, like, people, and I don't know if this was Kentucky, too. Do you remember, like, the documentaries and stuff? I think we were going to watch that one time, and it had more than one episode. It was like a series about the caves that were there in Kentucky. And the creatures, remember, that they were seeing with the caves? And I can't think of it now.
The Kentucky Goblins.
Kentucky Goblins. So, see, that's another thing right there around that whole area. So, there's definitely something going on in Kentucky. That's definitely a hotbed for all this activity going on. So, if we could travel and didn't have as many pets and dogs as we do, I'd say let's go to Kentucky and do some ghost hunting. We just need to get an RV.
Kelly Hopkinsville.
The Kelly Hopkinsville. That happened in Kentucky. Yeah.
That's the Kelly Hopkinsville encounter, which is the Kentucky Goblins.
Yeah.
But anyway, I feel like we need to be going because we're being watched.
Yeah.
So. Anyway, it's kind of annoying.
But it's been a really good episode. Hope you guys enjoyed, everything we've been talking about with all the things going on around Kentucky and the Appalachians and all that.
I enjoyed it. And we've been going for 40 minutes anyway.
Yeah, I think it's been good, and I hope you guys have a really great Sunday evening and a great rest of your week.
Yep.
And we'll catch you the next time.
All right. We'll talk to you later.
Talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye.